Yo, what is up, chefs? And today I am here to bring you the 5 best Kingdom Arena teams in Cookie Run Kingdom right now. And I just wanted to say, right before we got into the video, I just noticed something. 79.3% of you guys are not subscribed. Come on. Come on. You guys got to subscribe, hit that like button, share the video out, get the guide out to people who may need some help. And without further ado, let's get right into the teams. Hey guys, it's Streaks here, and welcome back to another arena guide video. And today I'm going to be going over 5 different arena teams that have become meta inside of the Kingdom Arena. So let's dive right into the first one, and it is actually going to be the Elder Faerie 122 comp. So Elder Faerie first is going to be running damage resist, just almonds. You just want to get around 45 to 50% damage resist just solely on toppings. And for the biscuit, you have to have 2 lines of HP, but you don't really have to have 2 lines of damage resist. That is very recommended. You don't necessarily need to have it, but you need to have the 2 lines of HP. That is the most important part about Elder Faerie. And that's really it for Elder Faerie. You want, add it up around like 65-70% damage resist in total. So yeah. Now for Shadow Milk, he's going to be running cooldown, 25% damage resist minimum. You want to get around 26 to 28 cooldown, and stack some attack and crit substats if you can. And here's my biscuit. All damage resist bypass. It's basically the same thing for Golden Cheese here, but you're going to want to get around like 8 to 9 cooldown. Getting more than 9 cooldown is obviously better, but you want to stack up attack, cooldown, and mostly damage resist substats on Golden Cheese. And here's the biscuit here, full damage resist bypass. You want it to be around 50%. If you are using a tainted biscuit, have that be around 38 to 40%. If it's more than 40%, that is absolutely amazing. So yeah. Now for pure vanilla, you're going to want 50 cooldown for that 20% cooldown, but 50... Did I say 50 cooldown? I mean 50% damage resist for the 20% cooldown buff, along with 15% cooldown on the side to make sure you have that 35 cooldown in total. And for his toppings here, it's not really the best because my biscuits have been re-rolled for guild, so this is really a very accessible build if you have a 2 DR 2 cooldown biscuit. And so that's really it for pure vanilla. You want to make sure you have the 50% damage resist and the 15 cooldown. If you get over, it doesn't really matter. Make sure you go over on the damage resist side though, because that is the most important part. Now for Wind Archer, you're going to want to have the same exact build as Golden Cheese, but instead of having cooldown, you're going to want to have attack speed. So it's damage resist, attack speed, then attack and crit. So 25% damage resist, you want from 11 to 13% attack speed, and you want to stack on extra attack and crit as well. And here is the biscuit, it's full damage resist bypass. So now that we got this team all reviewed, by the way, actually, you know what? I forgot the treasures. So treasures here are going to be the scroll, the watch, and the vial. But why scroll? Scroll is because, Elder Faerie is, an offensive tank because he does damage as well. It works best with Elder Faerie to use scroll, but I don't know why. It just happened to work that way because it just happens to work that way. I don't know why, but it just works with the scroll, and the damage and the healing and everything is just insane with the scroll. So we're going to run with it, and we're going to see how it does. So let's go on and fight this person right here, a 3300, Grandmaster 1, 4A Pure Vanilla, 2 stars Awakened, 4-star Shadow Milk. They are running the necklace instead of the scroll, assuming they're running Elder Faerie, but I think they're running Crimson Coral. Am I right? They're running Yeti. So this Yeti team I'm also going to go into, so make sure you keep watching. It's an interesting team because it can counter... It's a weird team because it doesn't have a front designated tank. It's just Yeti. And it's just the way it works is just weird. I'll go into the way it works because it is going to be 13 minutes video right after, the Crimson Coral team, which you're going to see in a little bit after I win. I won with the Elder Faerie team against the Yeti team. But wow, 56 million healing. That's insane. Due to the scroll and vial, Pure Vanilla Cookie is going to be healing an insane amount, as well as Wind Archer doing a ton of damage, even more than Shadow Milk, which is kind of crazy. Elder Faerie also doing 6 million, contributing to the team. So the reason why Elder Faerie won here is because we just simply outlasted them. They didn't really have a designated, survivability, and they're running Golden Cheese's rally effect. You want to be running Pure Vanillas because you get free 15% damage resist. No, that does not mean you can run 10% damage resist on your toppings. This is an extra shield for your cookies. Make sure you have extra damage resist so it stacks up even better. But I think they lost because they were running the Golden Cheese Cookie rally effect. And yeah, that's pretty much it for, fighting Yeti. I'll go more into Yeti in the future of this video. So Let's dive into fighting another team right here. So it's a 5-star Shadow Milk and a 6-star Awakened Golden Cheese. Let's fight it. They are using the insignia. It is a Crimson Coral. So Crimson Coral, I'm going to go into after this comp. It is not really going to try and explain it now, but try and explain Elder Faerie here. So you can see the Prism Shard buff. You want to make sure Prism Shard is being applied to absolutely everyone on the team. So there it is on Wind Archer. There you go, Elder Faerie. And that should be a win because Prism Shard, if it's in the skill, Prism Shard, where is it? It gives like 15% damage resist, I think. Did it say 15%? It gives 15% damage resist plus 2 as well. So, yeah, Elder Faerie is just a great buffer to have. And he's great because he has a 2-second start. You can not really a locked 1-second start. And he's a taunter as well. He works like Green Team Say. He works like Milk. He works like, you know, yeah, any other taunter cookie. Fettuccine. Another 52 million healing. Wow, that's insane. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. But, yeah, that's pretty much how Elder Faerie works. He's a taunter. He wants to keep the Shadow Milk and Golden Cheese, one-shot hits off of the rear cookies. So even if he dies, he can still revive and come back and defend some more. So that's why damage is mainly the best here, because you get the maximum amount of damage and healing out of everyone because Elder Faerie is taunting the skills. And yes, you can replace Elder Faerie with Green Team Say, but I don't think it will work that well. But anyway, let's go right on to reviewing the Crimson Coral team, which is right here. And you can see that a treasure has changed from the scroll to the necklace. And I don't know why, the necklace just ends up working a lot better with Crimson Coral due to the HP shield, the damage resist, and lots of other stuff. It's 35% HP shield, and it's absolutely insane. With Crimson Coral's HP shield as well, and Pure Vanilla's HP shield now too, the HP shield on the team is just absolutely insane, and everything just works out, and it's just an extremely tanky team. So now let's just go into the toppings. So everyone else has the same exact toppings as the Elder Faerie team, but Crimson Coral. Crimson Coral is going to be running something similar to Elder Faerie in the fact that she wants a lot of damage resist, around like 45 to 50%. And she also wants 4 lines of damage resist on the biscuit. You can also, you can use the Elder Faerie biscuit on this as well, but I'm not sure how much that will affect. So let's actually go try out Crimson Coral inside the actual arena. So now this is the only person we have left to fight. I gotta buy some tickets. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, there we go. Now they're running the insignia. It is most likely going to be another Crimson Coral. I'll be surprised if it's not. It is a Crimson Coral indeed. So you can see that these comps have already populated the arena. Okay, so there it goes. Golden Cheese. Now Crimson Coral doing the shield. The shield from the thing also, not the thing, the necklace is also helping make every single cookie survive even longer. So Vanilla shield as well. Here comes necklace shield. Shadow Milk skill is just not doing anything. Or now it's doing stuff because it is the 1-minute mark, and there's 30-second mark. Wow. Melting. And Golden Cheese is going to come right back. Even with the insignia, without the insignia, we still outlasted 44 million healing versus 33, pretty comparable amounts, but we still outlasted them, even though they did a significant amount of more damage. We just ended up out healing absolutely. Wow, 20 million damage taken for every single cookie because of Pure Vanilla's insane healing and the insane HP shields that have been given. It just is not enough to break through the shield that we have. And the amount of damage that they did, like, if I wasn't running the necklace, I surely would have lost. Look at the damage received here. We took a lot more damage than them, and we still won. And even though we received a little bit less healing than them as well, it's all about lasting long, having that HP shield up, and making sure everything is all right. So let's fight another team now that I'm going to get a fresh restart. All right, so let's fight another comp now that we have a new reset. And I think I've found the perfect one. It is a 5-star Pure Vanilla, 6-star Golden Cheese, and a 6-star Shadow Milk with the insignia. So I'm going to show again if it's Coral. Yeah, it's Coral. To show you again why the insignia is not going to be best here. So now, with triple shield from Coral, and there goes Wind Archer. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to come back. Pure Vanilla is going to heal him up. Golden Cheese is not coming back anymore, and there we go. We already triggered the revive. And we win. That's why the revive from Pure Vanilla is absolutely insane. So you can still you can have one cookie die in the beginning and still have that vial pop. And the amount of healing with Pure Vanilla versus, it's insane the amount of healing difference. And the spread of damage is a lot more because it's not just Shadow Milk doing all the work. All the cookies are coming in and helping together. And the shield is also absorbing a crap ton of damage. That's why Pure Vanilla absorbed 20 million damage, 17 million from Golden Cheese. And it's just the HP shields that are absorbing all the damage, so it doesn't actually affect the health bar. That's why the necklace is so good with the synergy of Coral's 80% shield, with Pure Vanilla's 25% shield. It's just the triple shield is just great for your team. All right, so now before I did talk about Yeti. So this is the Yeti team. It's going to be running Scroll, yes. So same 4 toppings, exact same toppings as before, but Yeti is going to be running a 32 point, like 33, 34, like somewhere 30 plus cooldown. And he's going to have a 2-second start. It doesn't really matter. He does not need a 1-second start. That's the last thing he needs. He just needs a 2-second start. But you really want to get like your 33, 34, 35 cooldown on Yeti would be great. But I decided to focus more on the attack aspect so I can get more healing out of Yeti. But the reason why this team works is because Yeti's skill has damage resist as well, you know, acting like a tank. But he takes a lot of damage. He tanks a lot of damage for your team when he's the only one in the front because he's the only one getting hit. And he also absorbs 30% of damage received by allies during Yeti transformation. Okay, so they are going to be taking 30% of damage while transformed of these 4 cookies here. So that'll be very huge for survival. And, you know, I know it looks very cursed, but trust me, it does work. I have done some testing, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. Here is a pretty max ascended opponent. So let's just go in and fight them real quick. Okay, so it's going to be Crimson Coral. Let's see how this works. Okay, Golden Cheese is not going to be revived. Come on, HP shield. Never mind, revive pots. Seems like we're doing okay. Pure Vanilla will get 1 more skill off. Golden Cheese will get revived. And the block shield is already up when we're at a full HP bar. And there. Shadow Milk is going to be surviving. Yeti is going to be taking not that much damage, strangely. Kind of strange, but you know, 11 million damage. Taking that much is crazy. Doing 18 million healing as well. Combining for around 47 million healing, which is more than 12 million on the other side. Just going to say that. For the win. So that's pretty cool. Yeti working as well. So let me actually show you another instance of it against, you know, a bit of a more maxed out opponent here. PPFB. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I might not win here. Be very much a challenge. Yeti, tank. Okay, wait a second. Come on, Golden Cheese. Wait a minute. Oh man, no, I don't think I won. Yeah, no, I lost, but that is a lesson learned here. You need to be extremely careful when going up against Crimson Coral comps with this team because you could definitely get absolutely stat checked. You could get like the shield as well. The shield here, the triple shield, like this is the same Crimson Coral comp that I've been running. The triple shield from the necklace, Coral, and from PV, it's just lethal against this team. This team does counter the Elder Fairy team though. So do keep in mind that it does counter Elder Fairy. So I just hope this is Elder Fairy. It is, so that was just a coincidence, but let's just see it counter Elder Fairy real quick. Because don't know why they're using Elder Fairy with the necklace, but this should work pretty easily. Wow, it's lagging. And yeah, there it goes. There goes their entire team. Cleaned it up pretty well. You know, every cookie survived. Revives weren't really used. 45 million healing from Pure Vanilla, combined 60 million healing, 65 million healing across. So that's where you get the main healing, is when Pure Vanilla lives and Pure Vanilla survives with the damage resist 50%, you know, the 35 cooldown as well, doing as much healing as they can. And Yeti also doing 20 million healing due to the double amplify buff as well. That is very key as well. You cannot forget about the double amplify buff. So that's pretty much it for the Yeti team. And these last 2 teams are going to be a little bit more experimental. So here is going to be the quote-unquote 2-2-1 of the season. It's going to have burnt cheese, burning spice, golden cheese, shadow milk, and pure vanilla. It's going to be running the necklace, watch, and vial. So let's get right into the toppings. So burnt cheese here is going to be running a full damage resist biscuit and just damage resist and cooldown on the toppings. You really want to focus just damage resist, cooldown, and then get damage resist on the biscuit. You want around 60%. Get a 2-second start. It's fine if you don't have a 2-second start. Just get a lot of damage resist on burnt cheese so he can protect golden cheese and make sure that she doesn't waste her revive pretty quickly. Now for burning spice, you're actually going to be wanting a 2-second start here. I don't know why it worked. I've tried with the 3-second start with the attack speed, but the 2-second start just ends up working better. You're gonna want a lot of damage resist bypass. You're gonna want 25% damage resist, 5 point something cooldown, like get 6+ cooldown on burning spice and get lots of attack as well. Here are my toppings, and here is the biscuit that I'm using, which is really good. It's one of my better biscuits. So you can also use a fire tainted biscuit, have it around like 38 to 40. 40 plus is obviously amazing. So that is that. Now for shadow milk, because I'm using the exact same build as the other two teams. Golden cheese, exact same build. And pure vanilla, the exact same build. So what this team is mainly used to counter is I've really just started to throw it against, random 1-2-2s and see what it does. Because burnt cheese last season used to counter Crimson Portal, so why not have him counter it again? And with burning spice as well to do some extra damage. Let's see how this does. And there, golden cheese is already gone. Protection. Wow, wait, this is actually working really well. I'm gonna 100% them. Yeah, I'm gonna 100% them. Wow. I didn't really expect burnt cheese to do this well. I thought it was just gonna be a little bit of a niche comp, but jeez. 53 million healing is insane. And burning spice actually doing the most damage here, which is puzzling because isn't he supposed to do more damage with attack speed and attack? But with the cooldown, he gets his skill off faster, does more of the big axe smash, and ends up clearing off all the enemies. Their enemy PV didn't really do as much healing as mine did, which is absolutely insane. The amount of healing that he got in, 53 million healing. Like, it's absolutely insane. This team mainly just going to be a niche. It's going to be countering 1-2-2 teams. So I'm going to be flipping a refresh here. There's a Yeti team as well, which is, whoa, that's weird. That's an old Yeti team. Let's hit this here real quick. Okay, it's another 1-2-2. Let's see how it does. So 1 second Wind Archer. That is going to mess up all your rotations. Oh, golden cheese lived. Come on, burnt cheese, don't die. Burnt cheese, burnt cheese. Nice, pure vanilla with the heals. Shield and burnt cheese will come back. Now, heal. There we go. Okay, burnt cheese is gone. That's fine. Because the other team is basically already gone. Absolutely insane. Burning Spice, not dead yet. He is still in the meta, doing the most damage, taking 22 million damage, having the enemy Shadow Milk do 67 million. That's because of the necklace and Pure Vanilla's shield. You're going to be taking a lot more damage, even though when you're doing a lot less. The damage inflation is just absolutely crazy over the past season. Like, it's insane. It's just absolutely crazy. It's all I can really say. There's another 50 million healing from Pure Vanilla due to the Amplify buff and his raspberry topping. So for this next battle, we're going to be using the same team here, and we're going to be fighting a maxed out opponent. This might actually be PPFB. It is Benso. Maxed out. I think he has a 4-star Pure Vanilla, but still, it's 5A, I'm sure. Okay, he actually killed my golden cheese first time. Okay, let's see if golden cheese can actually survive. Burnt cheese can survive, maybe, please. And yeah, full health for everyone. Oh, okay, depends on who revives here. See if we're going to win or not. Okay, burnt cheese, that's fine. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Yeah, I don't think we win this here. That was strange. But this whole comp is strange. If you do join my Discord, we're going to be doing some more theory crafting with this comp in the CRK help channels, which after this video goes live, I'll be in there sharing all my different findings. 55 million damage from Burning Spice is insane. So you mainly really want to avoid necklace high promoted Crimson Coral teams because that's just going to be the end of your existence. You really do want to hit Insignia teams with this. It's very good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this team. And for the 5th team, a little bit of a joke team, I decided to bring Cream Ferret back into the meta with, Burning Spice, Shadow Milk, everyone. So same toppings as the team before for Burning Spice, same toppings for Shadow Milk, same toppings for Golden Cheese, Pure Vanilla same, and Cream Ferret is just going to be running damage resist and cooldown. You want to just, I don't know why she has this biscuit on. Jeez. Damage resist, cooldown. Let's get a better one on. Oh, there's one already on there. Okay. There. And there. Okay. Wait, no, this one's better. Oh, well. So 35 damage resist around that, and then get like 30 cooldown. Doesn't really matter. Make sure... The reason why I'm using the feather here is because Cream Ferret uses a revive, Golden Cheese uses a revive, and we have a revive for anyone else who may die because of Pure Vanilla. And that's why this team ends up working. So let's... Oh, that's actually going to be a mirror match, but with Snap. So let's just fight this. See? Mirror match, but using Snap over Cream Ferret. So, and then Cream Ferret gets targeted, dies off, comes back to life. And now you have an insane amount of healing. Burning Spice is just going to get healed so much. Come on, Cream Ferret. Heal up. There we go. Heal up here, Vanilla. Golden Cheese takes the revive. The amount of healing that is on this team is absolutely insane. Wow. All right, let's check it out. Best support, Pure Vanilla Cookies, 51 million healing, plus 21 million from Cream Ferret. And damage is also insane as well. This actually isn't a bad comp. I thought it was just going to be a bit of a troll comp. And this comp as well, if you do end up joining my Discord, we will be also theory crafting this comp as well inside of the CRK Help channel. So, love to see you there helping out, giving some ideas because, I couldn't really do, the cooking without you guys, your support. So thank you for your support. So for the last battle of the arena video, before I go over all the teams, it is going to be against a 1-2-2. Those are going to be the most common. It's actually my guildmate from Applemint. Same collective. So, all right. Cream Ferret revive. Okay, Golden Cheese does not revive because of Cream Ferret and Pure Vanilla. Never mind, she's reviving now. Okay, the double heal is... All right, now Golden Cheese is going to come back. Okay, we still have Cream Ferret for healing. Wow. Absolute one-shot. It's crazy. And bang, there we go. Burning Spice has to be doing a lot of damage. 40 million is crazy. 30 million healing from Cream Ferret. 32 million healing from Pure Vanilla. The healing, the double healer here is absolutely insane. The healing that has been done, healing is getting done. The damage that Burning Spice is doing is insane because I don't know why, but he does a lot more damage on the cooldown toppings. And he delivers with the Axe Smash and obliterates the other team. So, without further ado, I'm going to review the arena teams. So, for the standard comps, we have Elder Faerie, we have Crimson Coral, and we have Yeti. Yeti counters Elder Faerie. Elder Faerie counters Coral, and Coral can beat this pretty easily. And, these two can be used interchangeably. Elder Faerie you really want to use against a Coral and see if it works. And, well, actually, no, Elder Faerie does lose to Coral. Coral does beat this, and Coral is really... honestly, a great comp to use on your defense, which is what I think I'm using right here. I'm using Coral on my defense, exactly. But it's just a very general comp to use on your defense. It's great to use, if you have a high promoted Coral, great Coral biscuit. It's great to have everything, all set up. And Elder Faerie is just a great, attacking team. If you see a lower promoted team, you can obviously obliterate it with Elder Faerie. And Yeti is really also, this also still needs to be developed a little bit. But it's also a pretty fun team to use. You can use it against, a 1-2-2. Hopefully it's Elder Faerie, then you absolutely one-shot it. But I think maybe running the necklace here could be beneficial. You can obviously interchange the scroll and the necklace. I'm not going to showcase it due to time, but interchange the scroll and the necklace. I'm going to keep the necklace on for now because I actually have to go test it after I film this video. So if you are dying off, try the necklace and see how that works out. But for these two comps, make sure you're in my Discord server because we are going to be tweaking them and fixing them up to make sure the meta doesn't stay absolutely stale with just 1-2-2 teams with Crimson Coral, Elder Faerie, and Yeti, and Green Tea Maasai, and Milk, all those different taunting cookies. So these two teams, this mainly beats 1-2-2s. This actually counters Crimson Coral pretty well, matter of fact. And this counters, I don't know exactly what it counters and what it's countered by. I still have to do some more testing, but I'm just sharing this here with you guys. You know, you could do your own testing, maybe become another comp cooker. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this arena video, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and if you made it this far, comment "Awakened Pure Vanilla" in all caps, and I'll make sure to heart your comment. If I don't, I am gonna be on, I don't know what will happen if I don't heart your comment, but that's gonna be pretty much it. Climb to number 3, all 3 spearmen. Let's go, and happy pushing in the arena.